Hey, loves. Hope everybody's doing great out there. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Love Fully Alive. And today it is all about women. This is Woman Talk Wednesday, so hopefully you'll enjoy. We're going to talk a little bit about communication. Communication with him. More specifically, is he listening? Does he even care? Hope you'll stay tuned for so much more. We'd so appreciate the encouragement and giving us a thumbs up. If you have come back and this is another episode that you are now watching, how about subscribing and joining our community at Here Love Fully Alive? We'd love to have you. All right, so ladies, this one's a tough one because it's always difficult to understand the opposite sex. So when we're talking to the opposite sex, so more specifically our beloveds, we're wondering if he even is listening. One, does he even care, or does he get me? Okay? So one big thing that I learned about communicating with my beloved is that almost instantly, if I present a problem or something that I'm struggling with, he wants to automatically fix it. Okay? They go into this crazy fix-it mode and they're throwing all these possibilities and ways to make it better and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, wait, hold on. I didn't ask you to fix it. I'm just sharing. And some of our sharing comes off as venting. So that kind of frustrates them into action. And so they're trying to make it work. Whatever it is that you just presented before them, they're fixing it. They are, they're on it. And then you have those moments where they just look at you like a deer in the headlights and you're wondering, did he just hear what I just said? Okay, am I in this alone? What's going on? Like, first you can be all over it. Now you're just like, what? And sometimes I've learned that this time is when he's trying to analyze it. He's trying to figure out every which way scenario. So now he's trying to approach it from a different perspective. And it's crazy. When they get into this mode, they can come back a week later and come up with a solution. By that point, you already vented. It's out of your system. You're over it and you're moving on. And when they bring it up, it's like, what the heck are you talking about? So I've had to learn so much in this area when communicating with my beloved. Now it's pretty awesome that when I get a blank stare, it's like I can openly ask, did you hear me? Did you understand? And sometimes before I even present something to him and I just really need to get something off my chest, I just need to have someone hear me out. I'll just say, just let me vent. I just need to let this out. And he's cool with that. He just is there listening and receiving and just in one ear and out the other. But I think communication is crucial, especially in our relationships, in our unions, because we help each other keep each other afloat. And if we cannot communicate with each other openly and honestly, we're out there pretty much doing this all on our own. And sometimes, I am not embarrassed to say, in the beginning, my first few years within this relationship, even within the marriage, I was very controlling and I would manipulate it so that I could take care of myself. I didn't need anybody else stepping in or helping in or chiming in or giving me feedback or input or constructive criticism. But I quickly learned that that's not what I was meant for. I was meant to be in this relationship, and then that's not what marriage is all about. We're in this together. We're for each other, not against each other. And once that kind of was clear in my mindset and then it trickled into my heart, I was more receptive to really truly receiving that feedback. Even amazingly now, the miraculous has happened, I can take constructive criticism from my loved one. So that is what you have to look forward to when you allow yourself to truly be received, but then also let yourself understand the reality of where they're coming from. Try to get to know their language. Listen, look at how they're trying to communicate with you and learn from that, because in that, you learn how to communicate with them. Okay? So hopefully that wasn't too bad, and it's an encourager for so much more. And that all together will enable us to continue to live in this love more fully alive. So Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time with us, give us a thumbs up. Hey, and if you've come back, don't forget to subscribe and sign on for notifications. Click on that little bell, and that'll notify you when our next episode will be released. Oh, and guess what? Man Fully Alive is going to be starting up on Monday, so make sure you let your guy friends know to look forward to that encouragement coming from a man's perspective. And on Fridays, we'll continue to work on marriage and family. God bless, loves. Have a great one. And women, be bold, ferocious, and fearless. Love ya.